Greetings, seekers after enlightenment. Yes, it's the Irish fellow. And I am spending a little part of my weekend out at what I call the place of power. And I was going to do this last trip, but I didn't get a chance to. So I made sure I got up early so I could present to you this special memorial presentation for Michelle McFarlane Genovese. I could not really call her a good friend because I didn't see her that much. But I'll have to admit, the first time I met her, there was an instant physical attraction. But our relationship quickly went beyond that. With surprising speed, she read my soul and told me absolute truth when she could not have known anything. Does one believe spirit is eternal? That spirit can influence the physical world? That other creatures can temporarily be a conduit for those beyond the veil? It is a conclusion one cannot ignore when a dog, only briefly met, responds to a deceased person's name. Reinforced when one shares a smoke and receives kisses from one said dog. Confirmed when one jokes about a missed physical encounter, then the dog walks away, then returns and remains next to you to be hugged and petted. One never knows what can happen in a place of power. What happens when things come full circle? It began that first time when I was unaware of the potential when I came to this place. Spiritual renewal and superior perception combined to provide me with, temporarily, a female companion. Michelle could read our spirits and knew we would be compatible. And I have to admit, I owe a lot to Gloria. She was my first and so far only friend with benefits. And she restored my faith in women when I was about to become a full-time hardcore misogynist. All that time spent masturbating when the ex-wife refused sex, part of a 6.5-year span, was put to good use. Combined with the romantic charm offensive and a unique sense of style, they resulted in exceptional sexual encounters. Though it may not appeal to everyone in these modern times, the classic romantic approach is extremely effective to those who are familiar with it. I can clearly remember our peak of passion and romance. It was a Saturday. It's late in the evening. I'd already taken sleeping pills and consumed a 40-ounce malt liquor. It sounds extreme, but that was my standard procedure to make sure I could get to sleep. Gloria called and we exchanged pleasantries. We'd had sex before, so it wasn't like we were anxious. So, we had a little conversation, a little innuendo. And where it came from, I don't know. I can only remember suddenly being a passive observer and hearing my own voice say, So why aren't you here already? 15 minutes later, she was there in her vehicle to pick me up and drive me to her place. And that was the start of an extended sexual encounter. The lights are practically non-existent, and I've got jazz playing in the background. We had a fantastic evening and morning of sex, pillow talk, cuddling, and drifting off to sleep. The other person would wake up, and the next thing you know, it would be showtime again. Yeah, unfortunately, being homeless does not promote itself to someone being social. I made an attempt to resume our relationship, but unfortunately, life kind of got in the way of less stability. And it turned out in the same place our relationship started, it ended. By the way, here in the place of power, some things are different and some are unchanged. Michelle is gone. It's a long story, but now Debbie is here. But the place of power remains just that. Friends of Michelle have had dreams about her, receiving their approval from her about the new situation. In fact, she set it up before she died and requested that Debbie, if she was single, marry her husband so her daughter would have a mom figure around. I am around a very small group of people, open and empathic. Usually I'm passive with my meta abilities because I'm usually using them just to heal myself. But with Michelle's assistance from beyond the veil, I went active. I projected healing energy into Debbie's knee after she fell and twisted it. And I know it wasn't me doing it by myself. I know I had assistance. And I wondered afterwards, why did it work? Well, there are several reasons. I had a desire to help someone in extreme pain. And I have confidence in my abilities to heal myself, so I know the power is there. And I think most importantly, I did not think of personal gain. I also received confirmation of Michelle's presence excuse me, from other sources. She can cause physical influences in her former home, turning on the TV, opening windows, making electronics work. I cannot lie to you, Michelle. I know your spirit is present as I write this. With your gentle presence just beyond the veil, you helped me have an exceptional and outstanding weekend. Then and now. Even with its down times, it was the catharsis I needed back then to refocus and rejuvenate. So, Michelle, I know your body is gone, but an eternal spirit lingers. You will not be forgotten. How can we forget with you playing Poltergeist almost every night? So, this little spot you're looking at here, this will be the future area for a little memorial setup. There will be a couple chairs or benches and a spot for a picture of her and a collection of her rocks that she collected. She had them from all over, and there's a bunch of them. So, brothers, I just wanted to share this with you a little bit and remind you that there is a place of power for you too. There should be a place where you can go to be able to physically rest, be able to mentally focus, and to be able to psychically recharge so you can return to the world excuse me, and handle all the bullshit that life throws at you. But remember, because you are a man going your own way, you have that capability to improvise, adapt, and overcome. Do not doubt that. And remember, brothers, I still say some of the best days of your life haven't happened yet.